I've kept this secret for 10 years, and saying it out loud now feels like peeling back something that's fused to my skin. It's strange how a decade can pass and still feel like the moment never really ended, like time moved forward, but left me standing in that one mistake. I wasn't a bad person, or at least I didn't think I was. Back then, I told myself I was doing the right thing, that silence was protection, that keeping the truth buried would save someone pain. But that reasoning hasn't aged well. It rotted inside me quietly, like something alive that I kept trying to ignore. It started with an accident, one of those small, ordinary moments that only become significant when you replay it over and over. I was supposed to take responsibility, supposed to step forward, but I froze. Fear made me small, and pride told me to stay quiet. Someone else paid the price, not in a catastrophic way, maybe, but still, in a way that mattered. A lost opportunity, a damaged trust, a ripple that kept moving long after I tried to look away. I told myself it would fade, that people forget, that time smooths everything out eventually. And for a few years, I almost believed it. I built my life around that lie, small decisions stacking on top of it, until it became part of who I was. Every time someone called me honest, dependable, good-hearted, I felt the weight of it pressing against that hidden truth. I started volunteering more, helping others, trying to outpace the guilt. But good deeds don't erase what's unsaid, they just paint over it. I watched the person I hurt rebuild themselves without ever knowing what I had withheld, and sometimes I see them smile and wonder if ruining that peace would be crueler than keeping quiet. That's the loop I've lived in. Guilt, justification, fear, and then silence again. A few months ago, the secret came out not through me, but through someone who had no idea what revealing it would cost. The reaction was quieter than I expected. No shouting, no confrontation. Just disappointment that settled like dust, fine enough to choke me slowly. I realized then that the worst punishment isn't losing someone as trust. It is knowing you no longer deserve their forgiveness, and that even if they gave it, you couldn't accept it. Since then, I've been living in this strange calm, where everything looks the same, but nothing feels familiar. People tell me this is closure, that at least now I can breathe. But confession isn't release. It's exposure. It leaves you raw in ways you can't patch over. There's no clean ending here, no redemption waiting just beyond the regret. I keep thinking if I could go back, I'd tell the truth sooner. But I also know that's just another way of imagining myself different than I really was. Maybe this is who I've always been, someone who learned the hard way that silence has a memory. And that sometimes the person you need forgiveness from the most is the one you've been living as all along.